we've all been warned that gossiping is mean, it's messy, and we probably shouldn't do it. But science might be ready to clear our conscience just a little bit.
Thank goodness, because I never stopped, Mikey. You know it's my thing. Dr. Katie Stewart is here to explain why sharing the latest scoop could come with some surprising benefits. I mean, let's be honest. I'm a reporter at heart. I am a gossip by nature.
I'm a psychologist.
Like, this is what you do. This is what you do. No, I do. I think that there is something about feeling connected to somebody else by sharing a little bit of tea, you know? Did you hear?
Exactly. But we do. Just as you said, we start with, can I be bad?
Yeah.
It's not all bad.
It's not all bad because,
Thank you.
I just... like, I'm not saying that I'm not guilty of it, that I haven't done it, but it does make me feel a little bit icky. And the reason why is because I wouldn't necessarily want, even though I know people do, like, to talk about me behind my back. Like,
but what's the assumption there?
That they're saying something bad.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's not always or even usually the case when people really started looking at gossip. And we just have this negative connotation, right? We think gossip and we think malicious.
Yeah.
But the definition of gossip is one person talking to another person about someone else who isn't present. That's it. It's totally neutral.
Well, then I do it all the time.
Well, I mean, you did. I mean, that really is, right? What is happening on the show a lot. You two, or, you know, the three of us, we're talking about someone who's not here. But it is not inherently bad. And I'll be honest, Rachel kind of nailed it in that monologue in terms of what it really does. It is about sharing information.
A public service announcement.
That's right. That's right.
It can be pro-social.
So what are the benefits of this?
Well, so first of all, it is exactly what you were saying earlier, Heather. There's bonding that happens, right? It feels special. You trust me with this information. And that's what happened was, it used to be the old research on gossip looked at the gossiper, which we always thought of as somehow negative and that they weren't telling the truth. Side note, it's usually true. And then the target of the gossip and how it affected them. When you expand it to look at the person telling it, the person listening, the person they're talking about, and the overall picture, we find cooperation is a benefit, especially when someone is sharing something about, say, someone's reputation. We know not to maybe enter a business deal with that person if they're not that trustworthy. And then even things about, like, I mean, I don't know what the situation is here with the lunchroom, but let's say Mikey brings in fish and heats it in the microwave, right?
Yes, I've done it too.
See, I mean, I just looked at you and I knew, right?
Yeah, you knew.
But if I say that to Heather, Heather's like, oh, I'm not going to bring my fish and put it in the microwave tomorrow, right?
Lesson learned.
Right. It kind of reinforces social norms and it helps us get to know things. It also can actually help, believe it or not, with empathy and social learning.
I also think, and we were talking about this before the segment even started, that I do think that there's something to be said about being too quiet about things that we need to be outspoken about. And so if we let someone's bad behaviors kind of go unnoticed because we think it's too bad to talk about, then we're kind of giving people a pass that they don't deserve.
We are, and we might be making it seem like we're okay with it, and so now other people start to do it. And actually, we find that gossip can be a deterrent to selfish behavior because of hearing other people talk about it.
You know what? That is true. I mean, there are some things that I just need to get off my chest. Like, and whether that's gossip or not, I don't know. But
is the other person there?
No, the other person's not there usually. But honestly, I try to have a rule that if I'm going to say it, like, I would say it in front of that person if they were there. Whether it's, you know, however it comes off.
So it's important that it's true, right? And then what are we trying to do with it? Are we trying to tear this person down? Or are we talking to this third person to say, help me figure this out? Or to explore our own feelings about what this other person has done or is wearing. You know, I laughed today. I am wearing a vegan leather jumpsuit. I was like, let's give them something to talk about.
Are you hot under there? How are things?
A little bit.
Okay, really quickly. So when does this turn really harmful? Like, when is this just...
She's asking the serious questions. I'm all right. You don't have to tell me anymore.
Well, it's when it is meant to be malicious, right? When it's meant to tear someone down, when you wouldn't say it in front of the other person, when it is not true, and interestingly, when it is self-serving. And that's when people will stop listening to you. They'll stop believing you. If it feels like you're sharing something to protect that other person or a group, it's fine, especially if it is just objective and honest. But if you are now exaggerating, you are maligning someone, yes, you're lying, and you're doing it for your own benefit, it's not good.
Then it's not good. Okay, well,
just
look,
know,
you learned a little bit.
I'm saying something, it's bad.
Listen, just run it by me first, and I'll tell you if it's okay.
I'm all ears, Mike. Give it to me.
All right, thanks, Dr. Katie. If you're interested in booking a session with Dr. Katie Stewart, we're going to have that information for you on our website, kdka.com/talkpittsburgh.
Still to come on the show, KDKA's Barry Pinchar is still in some tea, too. He's in the newsroom with the stories you don't want to miss tonight on the KDKA Evening News.